We're back doing some lighthouse hunting. Maine has 65 lighthouses, so there's plenty more lighthouses to explore than what we're doing in this video. These are easy to get to, and it made for a fun trip in Maine. But we're gonna say these are our favorite.
And not in any particular order.
And we'll put the names and the links to each one of the lighthouses below to help you with your Maine adventure. Because April likes to do all that paperwork stuff.
Oh yes, I live for it.
When storms are rolling in to make this hard to last, let us light 'em up, light 'em up. Let us light 'em up, light 'em up. If we start remembering bad memories of the past, let us light 'em up, light 'em up. Let us light 'em up, light 'em up. Oh. Let us light 'em up, light 'em up. Let us light 'em up, light 'em up. Let us light 'em up, light 'em up.
Hey you guys! Thanks for joining us on another journey. Today, we're in Maine, and we're exploring all the different lighthouses. If you're new to the channel, this is April, and I'm Wayne. Hit that subscribe button and smash that bell. We do a video every Thursday. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the journey. Where are we at, April?
Portland Head Lighthouse, Cape Elizabeth.
So there was a shipwreck here?
On Christmas Eve in 1886, a vessel bound for Portland Harbor shipwrecked on the rocks just off of the Portland Headlight in Cape Elizabeth. The crew used a ladder to create a bridge from the ship between the ship and the rocks. They were safe after their long journey from Buenos Aires, Argentina. The lighthouse keeper fed him some food, kept him warm.
What a way to spend Christmas Eve.
There's a memorial on the rocks, painted and updated since the wreck. Henry Wadsworth Longfellow often walked from Portland to visit this lighthouse. The keepers were his friends, and it is believed he sat here for inspiration for his poem, The Lighthouse. Sail on, ye stately ships, and with your floating bridge the ocean span. Be mine to guard this light from all eclipse, be yours to bring man near unto man.
Beautiful. Not sure the name of that lighthouse.
It looks abandoned. Too bad we can't explore it since we love to explore abandoned things.
Right? If we had a boat, we probably could. Where are we at, April?
Quoddy Head State Park,
Yeah.
Quoddy Head Lighthouse, easternmost point in the United States of America.
Woohoo! We're on the border of Canada. We can't cross. COVID rules. No, COVID doesn't rule. Just there's rules because of
Restrictions.
yeah.
That's the term I've been using, all these restrictions.
Tired of being on restriction. Get me out of here!
A lighthouse, beacon, and fog signal have guided ships through the Quoddy Narrows between Campobello and West Quoddy Head since 1808. The present brick, red, and white banded lighthouse was built in 1858. The beacon, 83 feet above sea level, can be seen from 20 miles at sea on a clear night. The light flashes in a pattern 24 hours a day. 2 seconds on, 2 off, 2 on, and 9 seconds off.
Does that mean something? I don't know. If you know, comment below.
A radio beacon from the lighthouse serves as a navigational aid. A whistle or groaner buoy located 1 mile offshore sounds a warning for Sail Rock. The thing I like most about it is that it is a red and white candy stripe lighthouse.
It is pretty safe.
It's the only one like that in the whole United States.
Where are we at, April?
Squirrel Point Lighthouse. Right now we're in the woods.
On a trail trying to find the lighthouse. Going to Squirrel Point. Squirrel! Squirrel! Oh, squirrel! Squirrel! Squirrel!
Whoa! Snake! Snake!
Okay, got him. What kind of snake is he?
I don't know.
I don't like snakes. That freaked us out a little bit.
I was freaking out more for you.
I think it's a gardener, but I'm not sure. Comment below if we're about to get poisoned.
I saw it and you didn't.
No, I didn't.
It was right next to your left foot.
Hate snakes. Snakes are scary. Alright, you're gonna think I'm a big baby because I don't like snakes, but I don't like spiders either.
Yeah, but you really don't like snakes.
I know. I really hate snakes. They freak me out.
Little spiders.
Yeah, I squish a spider. I run from snakes. This one's cool. Nice little hike to get here. I think it's about a half a mile. Just ballparking it. We didn't actually look that up.
Squirrel Point Lighthouse. It is on Arrowsick Island. It is one of 4 navigational aids that date back to 1895, along the Kennebec River's 11-mile stretch between the Atlantic Ocean and Bath, Maine. The U.S. Coast Guard owns the property. The Kennebec River has been a port and waterway for a very, very long time. It was one of the very earliest sites of European settlement. The Popham Colony at the mouth of the river was founded in 1607, and even though that settlement didn't last long, others followed.
They actually have a project to help restore the Squirrel Point Lighthouse, and if you guys want to make a contribution, obviously, check out www.squirrelpoint.org. So far, out of the lighthouses that we've seen, the Squirrel is my favorite.
Why not?
1, you have to hike to it. 2, you can come right up to it. And then it's just cute. It's tiny, it's cute.
I like the red.
The red glass.
Yes.
It's right on the intercoastal, I guess, or...
If I showed you on the map, it's one of very many inlets, or you know how there's so many fingers off the coast.
This is a 2-for-1. We went to the Squirrel. It's like a 10-15 minute ride from the Squirrel Lighthouse to get to, what's the name of this one, April?
Double Point.
They're both free. This one's on private property, so they let you come on, but obviously respectful. Check it out.
Come pick me up, cause I just wanna see the light. I wanna be weightless. Teach me to fly, I won't be coming down. Could somebody wake me up? I don't wanna be here and let the world pass me by. Yeah. I just see her face wherever I look. She's standing in the crowd. Cause I just wanna see the light.
We're out here at Spring Point Ledge Lighthouse, just outside of Portland. The light resembles a giant spark plug.
Spring Point Ledge Lighthouse was built in 1897 to protect mariners of a dangerous ledge in the Portland Harbor. This one was fun because we got to walk out along the big boulder rocks.
If you're wondering why April is having a hard time walking across, she's got a little bit of vertigo, so it makes it hard to walk across these boulders. If you want to see something really crazy, check out our National Park Zion video where she's crawling on Angel's Landing, cart above.
It was a little scary for April in places.
Yeah, but it was a fun adventure for the day. What's nice about this lighthouse is the fact that it doesn't cost anything. All you gotta do is walk out on some rocks. Within a quick 6-minute drive, we're at the Bug Lighthouse, another freebie. I like this. Goes with Go Travel on the cheap. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button and ring that bell.
Yes, please. In 1875, at the end of a 1990-foot long breakwater which protected Portland's inner harbor from ocean storms. The area around the breakwater has since been filled in and is now Bug Light Park. Interesting. So this has been filled in into the park.
And look, you got some gas tanks.
Inspired by the 4th century Choragic monument built near the Acropolis in Athens, the unique style of the lighthouse sets it apart from any other lighthouse in the world.
We made it to the Bass Harbor Lighthouse. This one's actually inside the Acadia National Park.
Bass Harbor Head Light Station was constructed in 1858. The site was considered significant from 1858 to 1948 for its mid-19th century design and construction and for its association with Maine's critical reliance on maritime transportation and aids that made that transportation possible. It was added to the National Register of Historic Places in 1988. Pro tip, if you want to watch the sunset from Bass Harbor Lighthouse in Acadia National Park, you need to arrive at least a couple of hours in advance. The parking lot is very small and there are a whole lot of people that are trying to get a glimpse of the lighthouse. When you're at the parking area, you will note a walking path to the left. That leads to a stairway that takes you down to the face of the cliff to an oceanside observation area. The path to the right of the building leads to a vantage point that provides panoramic view of the ocean. And if you do brave going out onto the rock.
So I think what we'll do is we'll go this way, try to go out that way. You should be able to see it, I think. I don't know how far out we gotta go.
Be very careful. We saw someone slip and fall when we were there.
Yeah, it's pretty intense.
You gotta be smart and know your limits, or do like me and crawl.
When you come out to Bass Harbor Lighthouse, to get the good view, you gotta do some serious rock scrambling. We wanna thank you guys for watching our video all the way to the end. If you would, hit that subscribe button, share it with a friend, and like always, thank you for living life.